Hello there and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be having a look at 2024 GOP nominees and who are the most likely Republican candidates to run for president against Joe Biden. So we'll get straight into it. So as you may have heard over the past couple of days and months, Ron DeSantis has become a really popular GOP governor and also possible 2024 nominee or vice presidential nominee if Trump were to run again. And we're going to have a look at that now. And also who the GOP nominee is and what a DeSantis sort of presidency would look like. And yeah, so first for 2024 candidates, possibly Mike Pence, former vice president, and he's got a lot of experience. But again, after January 6th, I couldn't see him winning over the Trump base, and I definitely couldn't see him winning the election. Next, we've got Nikki Haley, who was governor of South Carolina, who's recently distanced herself from Trump a small bit. And yeah, there've been many 2024 rumors after, she said, she's hinted at it, and so you can see here Nikki Haley 2024. And I think she'd be a very strong candidate for the GOP. I think she could win, actually. So yeah. Next, we've got Ted Cruz, and I think Ted Cruz has no chance at it. First the presidency and the nomination. He's not popular among Republicans. He's not popular among Democrats. He's not popular among independents either. So he wouldn't win the nomination. But yeah, we'll get to the next one. So Tom Cotton, who is the current senator for Arkansas, and yeah, he's not much known about him. He's not. He was one of Trump's closest allies, but still, no, I don't think so. Mike Pompeo, the exact same thing. No, I don't think he'd be able to win, and I think he is like many of Trump's great supporters. He was once one of his most vocal critics, calling him authoritarian in 2016. So says very little about him. And next we've got Josh Hawley, who was 41, and he's the youngest member of the Senate, just 41, senator from Missouri. You heard a lot about him around January 6th, and he refused to back down on election fraud, his claims of that. And next is a Trump, not Donald, maybe Ivanka, maybe is Don Jr., maybe Eric, because Ivanka's been one of her closest advisors, and yeah, she could become the nominee or maybe a vice presidential nominee. And also, that's what I was saying. If Donald Trump were to run for re-election, you might find his kids as his running mate, or someone like that, or someone very close to him in his family. So next, we're going to move on, and we're going to talk about Ron DeSantis for a bit. So you may have heard a little bit about Ron DeSantis. He's the governor from Florida, and he's been really popular amongst how he handled coronavirus among Republicans. And yeah, they generally like him, and I think they'd probably vote for him. And I think he'd do a good. Job in the primaries. Getting over those voters, and you could see him winning. This it goes how Ron DeSantis became the hottest name in the 2024 race, and so we're going to scroll down a bit, and yeah, there's Governor DeSantis there over the weekend at Conservative our CPAC. A 2022 straw poll was conducted, two between one with former President Trump, one with former President Trump. And yeah, so DeSantis took 21% in a straw poll with Trump, the only candidate other than the former president to gain double-digit support. And yeah, he could. I think he'd I think he'd do really well in the primaries if Trump were not to run, and even if Trump were to run, the way he handled coronavirus, I think was actually quite popular even among some Democrats. So we're gonna have a look at here. It goes. Sorry about that. These just popped up, and yeah, and as DeSantis reaches midpoint of his term, facing a Florida changed by COVID-19, divided on his leadership, he remains one of the most popular governors. And as here, nation top 10 most popular governors, and we can see that here, it says the nation's top 10 most popular governors, and here we've got the list, and this was in I think this was earlier on this or last year. Yeah, last year. So it goes. So most popular was the Republican governor for Wyoming, Mark Gordon, Larry Hogan, Charlie Baker, Phil Scott, Chris Sununu, Doug Burgum, and then they're from DeSantis. So I do think he would do quite well in a primary. And in a general election as well. DeSantis he's Trump wing, but he's also traditional conservative. So he kind of fits into both that, and he could pick Nikki Haley as his running mate possibly, or he could pick Ted Cruz, or he could pick Dan Crenshaw maybe, or maybe no one on this list. Maybe he could pick someone entirely different. But I think that he'd do really well underneath on primary for governor. So we're gonna have a look at that just now on this map here. So we've got 10 things about these are Trump's potential running mates in 2024. And I think I saw, where are they? I think I've got it. Here we are. Yeah, here we've got, there's Marjorie Taylor Greene, who, MAGA wonder kid, who I don't think, or MAGA, Trump's advisor in 2016 told him not to pick former Speaker Newt Gingrich or Chris Christie because you've already got a pair on the ship, you don't need two. So yeah, again, Donald Trump may pick, I don't think he'd pick Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's extremely unpopular. But, again, here we are. Trump loved touting Pence's experience running in Indiana. His endorsements helped propel a new generation of GOP leader at the state, including Governor Ron DeSantis and also of Florida and Kristi Noem, which I think I will do another video about her later about her. So yeah, there's Ron DeSantis, and I'll I'll show you this link so you can see it yourself. Here we are, 10 things in politics, Business Insider. So yeah, so thank you for watching today's video. I hope you have a great day, evening, night, wherever you are. Thank you.